please bear with me as I literally crash out over this. Anyways, I have the video. I'm gonna press play and we're gonna watch it together, okay?
Hollywood asshole asking me whether I want to write the movie version of the book. I'm like, blow me, lose my number. Calls me back a week later, what about a documentary? I'm like, Louis won't even talk to me. He says, not Louis, Lestat, the white guy. I'm like, blow me, I hang up. Calls me back a week later, I want to direct it, figuring that'll end it. I have one meeting with him, a meeting with Lestat's lawyer, and it's Vampire Rumspringa for Danny Boy Malloy.
I'm glad the book worked out for you.
You read it? You liked it?
I didn't like me in it. Passive, selfish, a liar, and not the lying to myself kind of fucking liar.
He didn't like the
We
part
all love
about
Daniel.
Claudia and
He's
him
such a
on the
nice
train.
character, and this is a very new side of him. Well, not so new anyway, because there is no change in attitude. But this is post-transformation Daniel, and he is honestly the coolest, most badass vampire there is. Maybe seconds to Lestat, because this dude is having a lot of fun. He looks like he was born to be a vampire, and he's having this conversation with Louis, and Daniel is sort of filling him in what is happening in his life. His book is a success, and he's been contacted by several people from Hollywood, to make movies out of his books. And Louis is like, you know what, I'm really happy that your book is a success. So Daniel is like, oh, you've read my book, do you like it? And Louis is like, I really hate how you have depicted me in this book. You've made me a selfish, miserable liar. Louis is not having it, and honestly, this is the sort of reaction I would imagine Louis to have. I mean, to be honest, I personally think that Daniel Malloy did a really great job at portraying Louis for who he is in his works. But Louis would definitely not like to see that version of himself. Like, every time he acts selfishly, he convinces himself that no, he's doing it for a greater good, and he doesn't really see the selfishness in it. But yeah, some of his acts were not the best. I'm gonna say that much. And meanwhile, Daniel points the pages where Lestat had literally written in bold, never fucking happened. And it's the scene where Lestat is basically tormenting Claudia with that decapitated head. And he's like, tickets please in the train. And it is such a haunting scene. And Sam Reed has done such a great job doing that scene. But the fact that it never really happened is also funny. But it could just be a memory that Armand had planted in Louis' mind. But this is one of my assumptions. We'll get to know in the season.
I'm a little killer. I'm a lonely one. I'm the sugar you've been up your spine, telling you to run. I'm a hanging shadow. I'm the last alive. I'm the past and the future, the last of the soldiers are cool and dead. Where the rock and roll is, where the guitar, where the love big love in the face of the moon, where this stupid rhyme.
Loads to unpack right there. We see rockstar Lestat in his forum, and he's having the most fun. Honestly, Sam Reed sort of embodied this rockstar persona. He looks so good. He looks the part, honestly, and his outfits, his attitude, everything sort of, and the sets and the design and the lighting, everything sort of comes together to give this really cool rockstar feeling to it. And then obviously Lestat, the character, is having a lot of fun too, on stage and behind the scenes, because you can see he's like having the most fun biting into his fans, presumably. And meanwhile, we also get to see some glimpses of Lestat's past, because we see a little blonde boy eating and then Lestat with a gun, which could be the wolf killer scene or something like that. And also we see a lot of people, new characters. Okay, we get to see who I think is Gabrielle, and maybe Magnus, and obviously Nikki, because these people are an integral part of Lestat's past. Also, we see Armand, And I'm so happy because he's here in the season. I really prayed, like, I hope I see Armand in the season because I really love him so much as a character and I needed to see him. And he's there. So I'm really happy.
Oh, and he did not direct a play and then come home canoodling with one of its victims, did he? Who did that, I wonder? Repeat the name.
That would be Armand.
Armand.
You want to get into Armand?
Santiago, I could understand. At least he had a presence, but...
I'm happy to discuss Armand if you think that would help.
Is it true that you had a second home in Sausalito with him?
We did.
Did you take turns driving across the Golden Gate Bridge? Who held the wheel harder?
Writing numbers on each other's backs and pretending to guess them wrong.
I bet. I bet!
Come on.
Very specific detail to pluck out of thin air! Va de te foutre!
Let's try and circle back to the particulars.
He did it again.
Hey, where do I even start with this one? Okay, maybe this part. Okay, the divorce. So it really does seem like Lestat and Louis are having some kind of legal divorce situation, but they are not really married, or maybe they got married. Who knows? The writers can really cook up anything at this point. But maybe Lestat has sued Louis for defamation. If I had to guess, that could be a possible reason. Anyways, so in this scene, Lestat is complaining about Louis' questionable taste in men, kind of. You know, he's like, who directs a play and then comes home canoodling the victim, and Louis is obviously, honestly, Louis is riling Lestat up. He's getting a rise out of it. He's like, it's Armand, if you want to discuss Armand, I can. Which is really funny because in the previous seasons, you can see Louis, someone who was really a vulnerable person, and he would just sort of shy away when it came to confronting his feelings. But right there at this moment, he's like, you know what? He's kind of playing with Lestat a little bit. He's like having fun with it. He's like, oh, you want to talk about Armand? We can talk about Armand. And that is really something, that is character development right there, I think. He's taking Lestat's provocations lightly for the first time, it seems. Anyways, and oh my god, we all know that Lestat is a sassy diva, but oh my god, his insults this season, oh my god, they're gonna be epic, because he literally calls Armand out and says that he has a personality of a wet towel. And honestly, that is a sentiment I think even Louis shares, because at the end of the season 2, Louis was like, you're a beige pillow, and suffocation by the world's beigest pillow, I think that is what he said. And both of them spent a considerable amount of time with Armand, so they know him pretty well, I guess. Armand really is not making a great impression here, and Lestat also sort of praises Santiago, and like, it's a backhanded compliment almost. It's like, oh, at least Santiago left an impression. He's quite the presence, and it's silly bickering between the two, but I really want to know what this legal fight is about. I really love the creators of the show writers, and everyone involved, because season 2 was so good, and I also love the aesthetic of the whole season. It was very like theater-esque, like even though Theatre the Vampire was a part of it, but they sort of wrapped it so well in the background of the season. Like, it was so good. And now I think Lestat's rock star essence is so well wrapped in the scenes, and you can see it, like, it has this sort of messy vibe. They have encapsulated the messy, dirty vibe that is often associated with the image of rock star very well in this trailer itself, so I think the season will also be impeccable. Lestat and Daniel is peeing blood. I don't recall reading that in the Vampire Chronicles. So that is a new addition, maybe written by the writers of the show, and I don't know what I feel about that yet. If they end the show with like a glimpse of Akasha, that is going to be so, so wonderful, and oh my god. that even thinking about that makes me want season 4, which it's gonna take a lot of time, I know, but I'm going to go over some of the details in this teaser. First of all, we see glimpses of Claudia, and that can be one of two things. First, she is a ghost, or second, someone is hallucinating her, like Louis was hallucinating Lestat, so maybe somebody's hallucinating her. And we see Louis killing Bruce. Bruce is the guy who essayed Claudia. Oh, we see Gabriel kissing someone, a woman. I don't think am I missing anything else? And this is going to be another one of Sam Reed's stellar performances because I can just see that much from the trailer. Like he's done an extraordinary job. Even Jacob and everyone, like the cast is so good that they know how to capture the audience. And the new cast, of course, I don't know them, but I think they will also do a great job. And I'm really excited. Like they know how to hook the audience, and I hope all the best for this season. I really hope that they have all the seasons for all the books that Anne Rice has written because I cannot be more in love with the series. That's it for this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will meet you guys with another video very soon.